Let's just wait a second here to make sure that Twitch is in fact receiving all the stuff. It certainly appears to be. Alright. Not new life. Resume life. Now let's see. We had a bunch of stuff going on. We were looking at different merchants, if I recall correctly. To try to sell some of our crap. This attractive young woman is smiling and beckoning and beckoning to all passers-by as she calls out the virtues of her goods. Plates, jugs, cups, tankards. Drink from the goblets of the finest lords. Upon seeing you, she waves you over as if you were an acquaintance. May I see what you're selling here? I had some questions. So plates, cups, jugs, tankards, cutlery, and the like, sir. All of quality, sir, the finest. She steps back and lifts the lid of the crate on the wagon behind her. Please look over my goods. Should you have any questions, feel free to ask. Step closer, examine the contents of the crate. You peer into the crate. It's full of plates, cups, jugs, tankards, cutlery, and the like. They look to be of varying degrees of quality, but some of it appears quite nice. As you're looking them over, she presses up against you. See anything you like, sir? Her long, waving hair brushing against your shoulder smells faintly sweet like vanilla. Where does it all come from? I think she's trying to sell something else, if you ask me. She flashes a wicked grin. My lovers are all burglars, sir. These goods are pilfered from the homes of Sigel's nobles. Upon seeing your expression, she laughs sweetly. A jest, sir, merely. My father and brothers are tinkers. These are wares which are discarded from the nobles' manors and made good by them once more. Let's see, I had some questions. Oh, sir, but wait, she puts her hand on your forearm. She touches it, her touch is light as a feather. Are you sure there's nothing you need? Surely something for your own home or a gift? She bites her lip coyly, cocking her head slightly. I mean, I don't really need plates. So, no, just how about my questions? She looks so sad, you're nearly stricken with guilt. Slowly she lowers the lid of the crate. Sorry, sir, I have no time for questions. I must sell what I can before the day is done, for my family is large and hungry. I understand, farewell. Okay, how about you? Are you selling these strange creatures? Jump, Lim Lim, jump! The merchant seems to suddenly notice you. Oh, greetings! Would you like to purchase one of these playful, gambling Lim Lims, my lord? Nobody has a yes. A Lim Lim will provide its own food, eating insects, tiny rodents, and the like. They will follow you everywhere you go. Are easy to clean up after, are quiet, exercise themselves with their constant flipping about, and best of all, they leap over 15 feet when prodded with hot coals. That sounds terrible. One will only cost you about 40 coppers, my lord. A mere pittance for such an entertaining pet, pet and friend. What do you think, Mort? Why not, boss? It'll be fun to kick around when we're down, right? Well, I can kick it vicariously through you, at least. I want to see that 15-foot hot coal jump, too. I'll keep my copper merchant. Farewell. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's actually anybody that I can really sell anything to. I'd love to sell stuff to people. Who is this? Huge box appears to be double as a podium. Let's see, this grim-looking woman spares you only a brief glance before returning to her rant on top of the stage. She has a powerful voice that carries across the marketplace, even cutting through the noise made by the merchants and the surrounding foot traffic. Leave her alone. Okay. Who is this? Craddock.
Come in, Basher. Look here,
You see a thin, yellow-skinned human... Okay, so this is a Githyanki, or... Githyanki or Githzerai? Well, it could be either, I suppose. Yellow-skinned humanoid covered with a variety of dazzling tattoos. His eyebrows have been accented with black charcoal lines, and his teeth are filed to points. He sees you and waves you over, rattling his dice in his hand. Greetings! He displays a feral hey, Tipple, what's up, dude? The merchant by the south wagon might buy some of your stuff. Southern wagon. Alright. His eyes are like shiny black orbs. His voice is low and raspy. Goa greets you as well. You have come to play a game, yes? No, but I had some questions. Smile fades in an instant. He shakes his head. No interest in questions, have I. Only the game. The turning of the dice, the glint of coin won or lost, yes? He shakes the bone dice in his palm. You have no interest in these things? Alright, I'll play. Why not? Goa reaches into his tunic and pulls out a coin. This coin, your coin. He places it at your feet. Do you prefer Githyanki or Githzera? I don't actually know as much about them. My understanding is that I think it's Gith... Is it Githyanki? I thought it was Githzerai are evil and Githyanki are neutral, but if I'm right, the Githyanki are the ones from Limbo. So they're the ones that have to, like, not will themselves into existence, but, like, concentrate on keeping themselves in existence? I think they're the ones that have to do that. I get confused between the two. This coin, your coin. He places it at your feet and pulls out another. This coin, Goa's. He places it at his own feet, then holds up 2 dice between his thumb and index finger. The dice. We both roll 1. Yes? Go on. Other way around? Okay. You roll higher, both coins. He snatches the coin up from the ground and proffers them to you. Yours. Goa roll higher. He quickly tucks the coppers back into his tunic. Mine. Neither rolls higher. The coin stays for another roll. So, how much coin will you lie at your feet? 5 coppers. Both roll the dice until Goa rolls higher. He snatches up your coins, tucking them away into his tunic. He seems to hesitate for a moment, then speaks. Again, yes? Wait, is something wrong? Goa regards you closely for a moment, then nods. Never do I indulge in Hashman's folly. Never do I cheat, human. But I see fortune. Read it. Know it in the face of a man. However, in you I see nothing. I know nothing. You have no luck, no future either, good nor ill. Or you make your own, perhaps. I do not know. He places his dice back into his tunic. We might play later, perhaps, but no more this moment. All right, farewell. Interesting. You see a huge man watching the arena with a tight-lipped frown and narrowed eyes. He is hunched slightly, as if bearing a heavy load on his shoulders. The unpleasant smell of sweat and dirt wafts from his clothes. Greetings! This guy is going to try to beat my ass. The man glances down at you, and his frown deepens. Aye? What are you sniffing around here for? I had some questions. You, Craddock? Perhaps he studies your face as if trying to recall you. If I am what would be it to ye. I come with a message from Bane the Sender. The message states, the shipment must be incursed by the 3rd day, or there will be penalty. This guy is Craddock, right? By the hells, can they be such fools that they think we can miracle it there? Alright then, your message has found its way to the right ears for all the good it'll do. What's the problem? Look round ye. Craddock nods to the laborers in the marketplace, then scowls. These laggards and halfwits can barely keep up with the load as it stands, and now it needs doing in half the time? Do you need help? I'll tell you what I need. All my men to show up for work. July has gone missing since this morn, and I need him back now. July, where'd he go? The hive-bred goat is probably passed out on the street somewhere by the smoldering corpse, when he should be here helping us. Worthless sod. I can go find him for you. Oh, you could you? Craddock squints at you. And now, why would you do that? You need help, don't you? It doesn't sound like you can spare the time to go looking for him, and there's work to be done. Craddock is silent for a moment, then nods. Aye, you find July. You tell him to drag his worthless bud-ridden? Oh no, bub-ridden hide here. I'll pay you for your trouble. He frowns. When you've found him, now get. City's likely in the smoldering corpse. Where's that?
Updated my journal.
It's south and east of here. Head through the southeast gates, then head east for about a block. It's got a mess of drunks in it outside. Can't miss it. July's most like somewhere around there. All right, I'll go look for him. So we should check our journal really quick. I forget. Let's see. A strange man in the hive with a shifting line on his face. He claims to be a soldier from somewhere, some religious order, but he vows. Well, then raise a hand in violence. Oh, right. These are the prayer beads that were stolen by dudes. Ingress. Let's see. Right. She's the one that's got a problem with the portals. We're into a strange woman, Sev Tai, by the Dustman Memorial outside the mortuary. She is mourning the death of their 3 sisters. Been attacked by a group of chaos men. She asked me to kill the 3 of their number to event. Okay, so wait a minute. Not ingress. Where the hell was the... bar that burns inside? Okay, so the burning, whatchamacallit. Find a missing journal, find Farad. Okay, so... let's see, Hive Merchant. Oh, this guy. I think that's the one you were just saying, Tailport, was probably the dude that would actually sell me things.
Can't afford to get caught off guard, Cutter. We sell only top
This dour-faced old fellow appears to be selling various hand weapons. Ah, come on over then. Come to see me blades, have you? Yes, I have. Oh, wonderful. Now, what the hell am I going to get rid of? Wait, can you identify things? Identify this. Let's see. Smelling for finding a note in the mouth of one of the walking corpses in the mortuary. It is a beautiful earring, but despite its beauty, all it seems to do is remind you of how strange this world you've woken up in is. This earring carries a minor blessing from one of the gods of wealth on some backwater prime world. When held in the hand, and the word copper is whispered, it gives the wearer 33 copper commons. This blessing can be used 3 times before the enchantment is exhausted. Okay. Wait, I can't... what? Aha! Okay. Why? Oh, no, we're not stealing anything. Make us... wait a minute. I thought there was more stuff to identify, is there not? Mort! Do you have things that need identifying? I thought you did. Do you not? There wasn't anything special about this, right? Just the rusty dagger? Yeah, it's just a piece of garbage. Okay, so sell that. Sell this. God damn. There's so much of this stuff that I'm like, should I buy or should I sell it? I don't know. Get rid of this Dustman robe. Okay, he won't take rags. Big surprise. Wait, didn't I already... I thought I was looking at something about that. Didn't I? Okay, I don't need the scalpel anymore. Oh, God, if I get rid of that, I'm going to need it again. Aye. Dirty rat charm. I could sell this for more than I could possibly get out of it. Here's the thing, man. Like, I'm looking at this like I'm totally going to need some of this stuff. Okay, I guess we're done for now, but I want to look in our inventory just to... God damn, it's so jam-packed with crap. You have another earring slot, huh? Use? Didn't we already look at this thing?
What's up?
Alright, Mort. What do you got? You got... Now, you said don't throw the junk away, huh? Cobblestone. What I have the feeling that so much of this stuff is going to be useful. Like, I don't feel... This is the problem when I play games. I get, like, very...
Done.
You know, oh, well, all this stuff is going to be useful, right? Even if it's totally not going to. Okay, so we got Hive Dwelling, Marketplace, Braskin's Kip. Did we already look at this? Ooh, a collector. I'm sorry to intrude. Well, okay, no, we should talk to this Braskin fellow, but first we should quick save, because if Braskin's angry, he's going to try to kill me. In a loud, booming voice, Braskin asks, "What in the name of the abyss are you doing in my house? Leave now before I make you even more ugly than you already are. Farewell." Oops. I'm sorry, Mr. Braskin. Frightened hive dweller, Crier S. Anon? Is that what that says? Streams of tears have carved channels down the man's dust-covered face. He looks to be a monk or a holy man of some sort, but the dirt covering his body makes it nearly impossible to see the man beneath. He is chanting and rolling his head back and forth. It looks like some sort of ritual. Greetings. The man stops his frenzied chanting and glares at you with his tear-rimmed eyes. He opens his parched mouth to speak, but all he can manage is a withered croak. What's wrong? Why are you crying? His voice is so hoarse that it sounds like he's been without water for days. As you watch, a tear trickles down his face. I am a crier of Essanon. Essanon? Who's that?
Updated my journal.
Who is Essanon? The man throws back his head and gives a rasping laugh. It sounds brutal and defeated. Essanon, it is not a man, but a city. Why do you cry for a city? We cry its name because Essanon must not be forgotten. All the criers of Essanon carry this burden. You mourn a city? Why do you do such a thing? Because its name is all that remains, its avenues of light, its great spiraling parks. When it was laid waste and reduced to memory, only 70 of its people survived. It was our duty to see that its name was remembered across the plains. Many criers of Essanon have died for the sake of remembering many. If it places you and the others at risk, why do you stop? Or why don't you stop? The tears I shed, the dust that cloaks me. These things are as nothing compared to what awaits should I give up my sacred burden. We must see to it that its name is remembered. We are living memorials to its passage. If that's so, then what happens if you all die? Fresh tear springs from the crier's eye. Even his dust-caked face cannot disguise his look of despair. I do not know. We criers of Essanon cannot mourn it forever. Even now, the dust clings to our robes. The spit dries in our mouths. Our bodies wither and die. Is there any way I could help you? You are kind to ask, the crier shakes his head. Unless you can immortalize Essanon, there is no way to, there's no help to be had. Does it have to be you that cries Essanon's name? Must it be immortalized by a man? Would a tombstone serve? The crier blinks. Tombstone? It's a stone that records a man's name, his life, and a eulogy. If it serves a man, could it not also serve a city that has died? Stones may do such things? Yes, and their lifetime is much longer than a man's. If his name was carved on stone, would Essanon's memory be served? The man pauses. Would others see this name? Yes, it would be there for all to see, long after you have died. The man nods. If such a thing were possible, he turns to you. Where would one find such a stone? I could go look for one. If I find one, I could see to it that Essanon's name is carved upon it. In exchange for some coppers, I could go seek a tombstone. Okay, no, I'm not going to ask for money. You would do this? The man's eyes water up again. You would be setting all the criers of Essanon free. By a score of us, but a score of us remain. The burden of remembering would be over after so many years. I would do so. I will return when the name is carved.
Updated my journal.
I'm wondering if possibly we can... What's this? What is this? I'm wondering if we can possibly go and like put it on the memorial. What you call it? Okay, we're not gonna mess with this guy. He's just a hive dweller. We're not gonna. I go into these rooms thinking that maybe there's somebody there that would, you know, have something interesting to do. Hive thugs, hive thugs. Office of Vermin and Disease Control. Reading. Oh, Lord in heaven. You morons trying to attack me, is that what you're doing? Well, hang on a second while I find a special ability to make you all attack me instead of anybody else. Or to attack Mort instead of anybody else, that is.
Twice as ugly. Oh, you alley-bred dog.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Bone dagger? 1 to 6? 2 to 7? Okay. Yeah, hatchet. Hatchet.
Did you see that? Huh?
Every time these thugs attack us, they get wrecked.
Damn. Did you see that? Sure, why not?
Give me them coppers. Okay, you know what? Just mess this dude up. He's deserving whatever he gets. Just like randomly attacking people on the street. What a jerk. Murder him, please?
We're being watched, Chief. Just look natural.
We are?
Casual.
Githzerai townsperson?
I'm gone.
Ooh! I like claw charms. Ash mantle. Okay, hang on. We gotta talk to these people. This old woman stands silent by the wall, staring off into the distance. She seems to be unconcerned with the flow of traffic around her, and clutches a wooden pole from which dozens of small fish are dangling. Greetings. Oh, lo, sir. She squints at you for a moment, trying to discern your identity. Oh my, ere I was thinking. Ye one o' me regular customers. She proffers her fish pole. Tuna, sir? Mackerel? Sea cucumber? No fish, thanks. I had some questions. Her mouth presses down onto the tight-lipped frown. She stares off over your shoulder. Look behind you to see what she's staring at. You see nothing of interest behind you. As you turn back to her, you catch her looking at you. She looks away quickly, resuming her staring off into the distance. What, do I look familiar to you? Goodness no, she pauses for a moment. Aye, you do. Okay. You seen me before then? I think you're a man with your very likeness, sir. 'Twas so long ago. Tell me. Well, sir, you see, me sight's not so good now. 'Twasn't back then, neither, but I thought I saw you walking past with a small group trailing along behind you. What did these people look like? Hard to say, sir. 'Twas long ago, and you walked by so quick-like, but I remember now, the way you held your head up. There was a woman following you, trying to stop you, to get you to turn around and speak to her, but you pushed her away. What happened then? Beautiful woman she was. Looked so sad, so angry. All at once, she stood there for a moment, then followed along behind you, just the same, hustling to catch up. You had said there was a group? Who else was there? She shrugs. There was at least 2 other gentlemen with ye, sir. And only one I remember too clearly, though. 'Twas tall, thin, reeked of bub. He did. I smelled him from across the way. Looked like he hadn't bathed in ages, too. He followed you close. He did, and never said a word. Acted like the woman wasn't even there, even when she bumped up against him, trying to stop you. That's all I remember, sir. Give her a copper for her time. I'd just give her 5. Oh my, thank you, sir, most kindly. May the lady's shadows pass over ye. Or pass you over, not pass over you. God, if she asked, if she asked for it to pass over us, that might be kind of rude.
Come on, don't be a
Let's see. Harlot, Ashmantle. Who is Ashmantle? See a dustman in long black robes, and a pale face, unlike the dustman you saw in the mortuary. However, this man looks confused, and is glancing about as if looking for something. When he spots you, he raises his hand to attract your attention. Greetings. Give me a second here. The man seems relieved that you are speaking to him. He bows slightly. Thank you for hearing me, traveler. I am known as Ashmantle, one of the Dustman's sect. I was wondering if you could direct me. I don't know the area very well, and I'm looking for a certain establishment, a bar that those of my sect frequent. Do you know of such a place? Oh, the Dustman Bar. It's by the mortuary. Orient yourself by the mortuary front gate, then walk directly southwest. You can't miss it. Dustman smiles. Thank you very much, traveler. I appreciate your kindness. The people of the Hive are rarely helpful in such matters. Tell me about it. Say, can I ask you some questions? What questions do you have? Looking for a man named Farad. We've already asked about that like a gazillion times, looking for a journal. Can you tell me a little about the area? Let's just ask him about the journal. I do not know where you might find such a thing. I mourn its loss. He mourns his loss. Alrighty. Actually, you know what? Might as well ask about Farad. I'm sorry, but the name is not known to me. What about the area? This area? Well, there is a market to the northwest, I believe, and some government office to the southwest. He thinks for a moment. The Vermin Control Office, I think. You seem to know this area very well. He shrugs. The Hive is a large place. I know some areas, but not others. I see. I had some other questions. You know what? I think that's it. Yeah. Goodbye. You're about to turn away when you suddenly have a feeling that something is amiss. Suspicious, you glance at Ashmantle again, just in time to see him tucking something into his sleeve. It looks like something of yours. Grab his hand. Your hand snaps out, but Ashmantle draws back suddenly, and you miss grabbing his wrist. You see the Dustman facade crumble, and with a frightened look, he runs off. Damn it! Okay. You know what? I'm getting really tired of these people trying to pick our goddamn pockets. I'm gonna murder this son of a bit. Iron Knolls.
All right.
Give me my freaking coppers back, you scum. Iron Knolls, who's this? Reekwind. All these names! This broad-shouldered woman is shuffling about amongst the huge beams lying on the street. She kicks at the beams with iron-shod boots. Every once in a while, she bends down and wrenches a nail from one of the boards with her bare hands. She holds each one up, appraising it, then drops it into a leather sling bag. Greetings. She straightens up, hearing your approach. She's smiling politely, but from her stance and the way her hand rests close to the hilt of her weapon, you can tell she's ready for trouble. You notice one of her eyes has a milky film over it. That's close enough there, Cutter. What do you need of me? I have some questions. She nods. Ask away, then. Who are you? She pulls 3 nails from her sling bag, tossing them spinning into the air, and catching them in her palm. Iron Knolls, they call me. She drops them back into the bag with a muffled clink. Why are you collecting nails? I saw them to a man named Hamries in the lower ward, maker of coffinsies. Oh, we've heard about this guy before. Let's see, where's the lower ward? I used to know the way. I did, but the Dabbas have changed the streets around again. Don't know how to get there now. I need to chart a new path, but I figure the Dabbas will straighten things out eventually. We already know about the Dabbas. Is anyone else here scavenge nails? She grins and shakes her head. No one was clever enough or had the will to do it before me, and I've shoved off anyone who's trying to jump me claim since. She pats the long-bladed dagger hanging at her side lovingly. Your claim? Aye, that's what I call it. Honest laborers hard to come by in the hive, and I'm not about to let some sodden piker peel me of my work. I've set more than one Burke running and howlin' holding their guts in, or off with the collectors, if they were unlucky. Her dead eye gleams maliciously. The hive knows this spot is Iron Knolls, it does. Is that how your eye was ruined? Null's face turns hard. None of your business, Burke. Why? Would you like a matching wound for your collection? No, not really. God. No, that particular one's not quite me. No. Have you seen this journal? Nay, I have not. She pauses for a moment. You know, that's a good idea, it is. A journal. Maybe I should start one of my own. Yes, it is. It's amazing how much one can forget. A journal can help you hold on to your memories. She mulls over what you've said. You're right. You're right indeed, Cutter. I'll do it. I thank you for the idea, she smiles. Of course, I had some other questions. How about Farad? She nods. I heard the name. I have. Head of a pack of collectors, or so I heard. Not sure where a body would find himself, though. You may want to try Ragpicker Square. It's north and west of here. A whole mess of collectors call kept there. Alright, I don't have any other questions, so we'll just take off. Very well. Alright, let's go talk to Reekwind, who probably smells like poo. This man is looking at you with a strange, bug-eyed stare. His eyes are huge, so huge they look ready to pop out of his sockets and roll across the cobblestones. He nods eagerly as you approach, bobbing his head like a bird. And as you near him, you suddenly notice a smell of urine and feces surrounding him. Oh, great. The man sniffles, wiping his nose on his sleeve, then opens his mouth to reveal blackened, rotting gums. Stories for coin, Sarah? His breath reeks. It smells like this man has been keeping rotten meat stored inside his mouth. Stories for coin? Who are you? Man snorts, thick with phlegm. Names, who are... who you are. His head does a slight twitch every time he repeats himself. Names, dangerous. He glances at the ground and stirs the dirt with his foot. Dangerous? Knowing a name and being struck with one. Both's a mess of trouble. He looks back at you. My name's a given name, not one asked for. Reekwind. Once again, you become conscious of his reeking breath and the smell of urine and feces that surrounds him. A given name. An appropriate name? Not my true name. Reekwind mumbles on, his head twitching every time he says name. A true name's dangerous thing. Gives others power. He stares at you with his huge eyes and wags his finger. Keep your name secret. Keep it close. Never let it out. What do you mean? Names are like smells. Things can track you with them. Requin coughs, his eyes almost popping out of his skull as he does so. His cough seems to loosen his bowels, for he breaks wind loudly as if to accentuate his point. If someone... God damn it. If someone knows the true name, it gives them power. He licks his lips. The power to hurt. I don't know my true name.
Updated my journal.
Requin's eyes widen. Seeing his eyeballs bulge even larger makes you uneasy. Then you are blessed. Blessed. Remain nameless, and ye shall be as a spirit on the plains, untraceable, untrackable, unseen, undiscovered. He smacks his gums wetly. A name chosen, a name given. It allows others to find you and hurt you. Have you been hurt? Rickon gives a twitching nod, then scratches himself. Let my name slip once, only once, only once. His eyes film over, as if the memory is painful, then glances at you uneasily. Tell you the story I can, I will, but 3 coppers must I see. His face splits into a smile as he says the word coppers, and his reeking breath hits you like a hammer. Sure, why not? Ooh. Sorry, give me a moment. Requin gets into a stance, looks left, looks right, then faces you. His face clenches, then with a grunt, he breaks wind again. The smell nearly leaves you, levels you, but he takes no notice. Cursed eye, walked the wards in splendor. He stands up stiffly, nose high in the air. He saunters back and forth, nodding to invisible passers-by.
Updated my journal.
Requin freezes, his arms akimbo. Crossed paths with a crossed one. Had the look of a pumpkin, his seeds curses. Requin then thrusts his belly out so as to appear fat, slicks back his hair with his filthy palm, and he looks almost bald and begins drumming his fingers on his fat belly. He then walks around, circling the spot where his stuffy upper-class persona used to be. All a jumble with curses, this one was. With a sneer and a careless gesture, Requin tosses an invisible curse at the stuffy persona. Knew my name, let it slip I had all it took it all. He stiffens up again, inhaling deeply and resuming his upper-class persona. The persona suddenly crumples, and Requin breaks wind violently. Then exhales, filling the air with his foul-reeking breath. Cursed was stenches, smells, excrement. Came here to tell tales, all good for now. Now Requin is the name. Given name. I see. I had other questions? Missing a journal, have you seen one? Requin breaks wind, then scratches his arms. He thinks for a moment, then shakes his head. No journal have I seen. So that's about Farad. Requin suddenly hunches over and leers at you. He walks around you for a moment, dragging his leg as if lame. A king, a noble tale, a tale I can tell, but 3 coppers must I see. Not today. Oh! More thugs!
What?
Mort, taunt this man.
Face is just begging. What's up, Chief? Did you see that? What's the word, Chief?
Mort, please also taunt this man.
Filthy stinkers.
All right.
In a way, it's probably almost better if they hit me instead of Mort, because Mort can't regenerate and I can. Just murder this dude. See, it looks like an entrance, but there is no handle or means of opening it. Alright, that's weird. Hey, MK, what's up, lady? Murder this thug, please. He attacked us for no reason, and therefore deserves death. Well, I'm assuming he was trying to steal from us, but, you know, still, even though that is a reason, it's not a good one. It's a crappy one, so therefore he dies. Excellent. Oh my god, there's so many! What do you mean annoying the locals? I'm not annoying anybody. These scumbags attacked me first. Go get him! Is this person blue? Are they a tiefling? I think tieflings can be blue. I don't think they really had restrictions on how they can look or anything. Get him, Mort. Bite him with your teeth. Alright. Is somebody still trying to murder us? I don't like that. You know what? I'm gonna kill you first. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, let's go into this government building where there's apparently people that need us to kill rats or some shit. What did you just say? That's 3 tails? Phineas T. Lort. Oh my god, how many? 1, 2, 3. The 39th? Okay, we're not gonna mess with any of this crap, but we're gonna talk to this guy. Oops. No, not pause. Ah! Lord Phineas T. Lort. You see a squat man with rash-covered skin and several pustules covering his face. His clothes seem to mark him as some sort of an official, but they are dirty, wrinkled, and covered with rat hair. As you watch, he idly scratches himself with his stubby fingers. Is this guy a were-rat? Greetings. Hi! The little man shrieks and jumps, startled. Clutching his heart, he takes a deep breath and pushes his spectacles up on his rash-ridden nose. Yes, yes, and what is it that I can do for you? He scratches his nose and looks you up and down, studying your scars. I have little to nothing in the till, so if you have come to plunder the premises, the locale is ill-chosen. I heard to plunder the premises. Who are you? I am the respected Phineas T. Lort the 39th, in charge... God, the 39th. In charge of this hive branch of the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. It is my distinguished privilege, he scratches his chest and puffs up, to inform you that we, in the bureaucratic sense of the word, we, meaning to encompass the Sigil bureaucracy as a whole, are accepting bounties on all manner of vermin and strays that infest the, he scratches again, fair streets of Sigil, hub of the multiverse and the city which sits at the center of all things, the city by which all other cities are measured. Bounties?
Updated my journal.
Yes, yes, we in the bureaucratic sense of the word we, meaning to encompass the Sigil bureaucracy as a whole, are accepting tangible proof of the eradication of brain vermin, aka cranium rats, from the hive area where they have clustered quite thickly for the past many years. In a recent census of the vermin population has shown, I am empowered by the Sigilian bureaucracy to pay a bounty of, he puffs up dramatically, 1 copper common per cranium rat delivered to my branch office. Cranium rat? Cranium rats are a species of vermin that become more intelligent the more of them are in close proximity to each other. 1 cranium rat alone is but a mere nuisance that chews at boards and burrows into food, but 5, 10 or more, and their intelligence grows until it surpasses even the intelligence of one such as myself. Scratches then sniffs disdainfully. I imagine that 2 or 3 cranium rats might be enough to outwit you, sir. Another comment like that, and you'll be wearing your ass as a hat. How many cranium rats are in Sigil? More than enough to last a bounty hunter a lifetime. Several, perhaps several. I had other questions. How did someone as illustrious as you end up in such a place? Well, it is quite an epic tale, you see. I was born here in Sigil. Oh, no. Oh, God, are we getting arrested because it's taking so long? You've rested for 8 hours. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god, I love it. And then I realized that I had somehow offended my colleagues, for I found myself promoted to this branch office and have remained here for these past many years. He sighs and utterly scratches his nose. I had some other questions. Is that rash of yours contagious? By rash, contagious? No, well, at least I don't think so. It's a symptom of the position, I'm afraid. The job literally grows on you. He scratches himself again. Thank you. At least now we know about this stuff. Who is attacking us? Oh my god, why are there so many of these scumbags? Just kill them all. These guys deserve everything they get.
Damn it.
Die.
What's up?
Hey, can I taunt you to come back?
Your face is
Yes!
big kid. Okay.
I'm gone.
Okay, Mort,
Yeah.
taunt this scumbag.
Stinkers.
Get them copper, dude. Oh, yes. See, this is how we make money, man.
Huh? You dog's body.
What? Mort, you have some very interesting insults, my friend.
Done.
These thugs just don't know when to give up, man.
Did you see that?
What's this? Copper earring. Bronze ring. Oh.
What?
Alright, you did say that there was a merchant north of that cart that might buy
I'm gone.
our rings and stuff, so we should probably go and... Creedon. Did I talk to you yet? So, like, man is quick to notice. He's caught your attention in moments he's upon you, hawking his wares. He carries a long wooden pole, dozens of skinned and cooked rats dangling from it. As he speaks, he gestures to them with a broad, filth-encrusted hand, smiling a yellowed, snaggle-toothed grin all the while. Oi, Cutter! How you doing there? What sort of delicious ratsies is he interested in this fine day? Examine the ratsies. Each rat has been skinned and gutted, their feet and tails removed. They dangle from the pole by hooks punched through their necks. As you examine the various manners in which they've been prepared, you realize their heads are slightly misshapen. A bulbous knot of bone protrudes from each cranium, covered in whorls that give it the appearance of brain tissue. Those are strange-looking rats. You've got a keen eye, Cutter. I sell all I sell is brain vermin. I do. I'm sure you'll find they've got a much richer flavor than your usual rat. Quite nice, really. He proffers them to you once more, waving the pole before your face enticingly. The rats sway to and fro, hooked like tiny sides of beef. I'll try one. Why not? Good, Cutter, good. What sort would you like? He points to each in turn with a grimy fingernail. I got 'em baked, spiced, boiled, and charred. All fresh, all scrumptious, and all 3 coppers for 2. It was 1 copper each for the rats, wasn't it? I do have questions, though. He shoulders his rat pole casually. What's your question, Cutter? What is this building here? Let's see. Can you tell me about Sigil? Can you tell me about Slums? Lady of Pain? Farad? Okay, we don't really need to know anything about this guy. No, thank you. Farewell. Maybe we'll talk to you again later. So, I wanted to go and see if we could talk to this merchant that's just slightly north of here. Wait, I thought there was a merchant, right? Hive merchant? Okay. I think this is the guy that you said would possibly sell me things. Or allow me to sell my garbage jewelry. Yes. So that, this, and that, and this. And then we'll go to Mort. May have been a wedding ring, huh? Why do I get the feeling that, like, all of this stuff has a use at some point? I'm gonna sell this. Ah, fuck, maybe I'll have to come back. But who knows? Cranium rat charm. Oh. Well, thanks for buying my garbage. I thought I saw another... Oh, that's right. Reekwind was up here, Mr. Stinky Pants. Oh, my God. Why do you hate me so?
Damn it.
Stop with this attacking me shenanigans.
What's up, Chief?
You guys are the worst.
Stupid Yabo.
Oh, I love Mort's insults.
Damn it.
Done.
What's the word, Chief? Filthy sod. Okay.
Oh no. Come back here, you. I'm gonna taunt you until you get your ass over here.
Slattern.
I'm gone.
Listen, man, if you can be baited into attacking somebody after they nearly killed you by them just calling you a name, you deserve whatever you get. I'm just saying. Alright. What? Okay. Let's head up this way. No! Enough with the thugs. Ow, dude, that hurt.
What's up?
Mort, get him.
You know, if I gotta slam my eyeballs against you one more second, I'm gonna puke.
Damn.
Okay? Damn it.
Die. I'm gone.
Oh my god, I love Mort. Oh my god, this character is so good. Whoops, I have... Nope, get out. I don't know where I am, but I'm out of here. If it immediately starts off with the combat, I don't want it. They all have dangerous angles. Hive dwelling. Skip. Let's go over this way and see what else we can find.
All right.
Because there are a bunch of other people that I gotta investigate. Oh my god. Just leave me alone, you stinky thugs. I'm done killing you. Let me talk to people instead. Is there a townsperson, harlot? Dabbus, hive dweller. So these are a portion of the hive. Let's give it a shot. Let's go see if there's other stuff over here. We gotta find that Burning Man bar. Although I don't know if that's actually over here or not. Hive dweller, townsperson. Oh, the thugs. Why are you guys everywhere? Barbator? Drunks. Burning Man bar. Vines in this building have withered from the heat emanating from the walls. You know... Okay. You scumbags deserve everything that's about to happen.
Even 50 swigs of brandy wouldn't make you look good.
Okay. I am getting killed. That's a bit too much. So how about we take you, select item, use this. On yourself.
Die. I'm gone.
Huh?
Mort,
Hi, Dad.
Die.
yell shenanigans at them.
You father of trolls. Did you see that? What?
Hey, also, get this moron to attack you some more, please.
Your sheer ugliness stabs pain into my eyes. Did you see that? Damn it.
All right.
Wonder if it's actually possible to just level up by killing... Well, of course. Okay. Of course it actually is possible to level up by murdering thugs endlessly, but, like, probably not the best idea. Alright. Let's get in there. Because there's stuff in here that we gotta do, apparently. The... What? Ignis. Drusilla.
All right.
This metal table is scarred with talons, knives, teeth, and the marks of innumerable tavern brawls. Like the air around it, it is warm to the touch. Alright, who is this? I mean, aside from Drusilla, we already know that part. This is a woman with fading bruises on her face and arms, and a look of despairing longing in her sunken eyes. She might have been pretty once, but those days were long ago. She turns slowly to face you. Life pours into her features, and the spark of sardonic light that dances in her eyes now makes you wonder if your eyes were deceiving you. Welcome to the smoldering corpse, scarred man. Welcome to the smoldering corpse, scarred man. Who are you? I am Drusilla, and you must be clueless. Don't ask me how I know that. It just shines off you. Clueless, I think not. We are, but... she smirks at you, and her bruises seem almost to fade. Whatever you say, dearie. Whatever. Answer some questions for me. Hi, traveler. What is it you seek? I'm looking for a journal. Would you happen to have seen a journal? Oh, sure. I've kept an eye out for all stray journals, just in case some scarred man walks into my favorite bar and starts asking about it. Do you ask that of everyone you meet? What a fascinating life. You have a smart mouth on you, don't you? Just answer my questions and we'll get through this. Hi, a smart mouth for a smart head. I ain't the addle cove you might think, Sod. I got a brain on me. If you're so smart, you should be able to answer my questions. Hi, traveler. What is it you seek? Let's see. What can you tell me about this place? Here, this is the smoldering corpse. Though the person smoldering ain't dead yet. He's just keeping himself alive till someone comes along to help him out. Sods who like to see people in pain come here. Fiends like it. Folks who don't much care for being bothered come here too. The name alone keeps out most of the Burks. Who is he anyway?
Updated my journal.
That despair you saw on her face before flits across it again, like a black-winged shadow before she masters herself. That's Ignis, one of the greatest wizards ever to come out of this slummy excuse for a cesspool. They caught him, and they opened a channel to the plane of fire through him, and now he's just a doorway for it, keeping himself alive by force of will alone. If someone could douse him for a few moments, it'd give him his life back again, but they don't make enough water to do that. Someone should be able to find something. Oh well, can you answer some other questions for me? What's your connection to him? Her voice practically throbs with a deep ache. I was Ignis's lover, and he, my beloved. He loved the flame more than me, and now he has become the flame, and because I love him, I love the flame. But that's all done with now. Now I wait for him to douse himself. I sell what little I have just so I can be near him. Man, that really sucks. God damn. We already asked about this. So how about Farad? Farad, she snickers. The Collector King? You can probably find him and his stinking ilk in the trash warrens on the far side of the hive. Good luck in getting any answer from him. He's a sly devil, he is. Alright. Ignis. This crackling, billowing creature twists slowly above an iron grill upon the floor of the bar. It may have once been human, but now its skin is charred beyond recognition. Streams of fire from a wreath around the creature's body, and the flames lick at the few remaining pockets of flesh, causing them to bubble and run like wax on the creature's skeletal frame. Greetings? Ugh. The thing makes no response. It writhes slowly within the flames. It lives, but it does not seem aware of anything other than the fire that surrounds it. Its skin is flame, its heart is flame, and you know within some shadowed corner of your memory that this thing is dangerous. Examine it. The heat surrounding this creature is incredible. To your surprise, the iron grill the creature floats above has sagged and bent from the heat. At first, you thought the heat came from the grill, but now you realize that it emanates from the creature, as you watch flecks of ash drift from the writhing corpse and float slowly to the ceiling. Greetings? Thing makes no response. It writhes slowly within the flames. It lives, but does not seem aware of anything. Okay, leave the thing alone. So if we actually want to do anything with this critter, we got to douse him, huh? What is that? Creek knees? Well, I suppose mercy killers also need diversions other than just murdering the shit out of people. Okay, we've seen that before. Sturdy pylon supports ramshackle roof. Who dis? Mokai! See someone dressed as a female dustman with a half-empty glass in her right hand. As you near her, she calls out to you. You over there. You notice that there's something wrong about her, and your exposure to the dustman leads you to believe that she's just too lively to be a real member of the faction. Approach her. Hey, Cutter, buy a lady a drink? You're not really a dustman, are you? Who's the burning corpse? He's, not a corpse. He's, some crazy wizard. Ask around, they'll tell you his story. You're not really a dustman, are you? She looks around nervously and seems to sober right up. Why do you say that? Because you don't act like a dusty, and you're not offering contracts? In fact, you're taking money in instead of giving it out for that corpse labor that they do in the mortuary. She stifles a squeak of terror and hastens to explain. No, I'm not a dustman. I just found these robes in the street, and I didn't have enough money to get good clothes, and I heard there was a dustman thief around, and you could probably find him somewhere else in the southwest part of the hive. I saw him, but I hid from him. Please don't hurt me. Give me some money. No, I'm not going to ask for money. I'm not planning on it. You ought to know that you're not pulling it off too well. Answer some questions. Let's see. Yeah, tell me about the other patrons. No, they're just, people. I don't deal much with people, unless they're buying me a drink. She looks at you hopefully. I see, give me some other answers. Who are you? Me? I'm Mokai. I just like to drink here, and she loses her train of thought momentarily. I'm just a person, you know? What is this place? Smoldering Corpse Tavern? Can't you read? You, more bubbed than I am? Anything else that I can ask her? Not really. Okay, so farewell. We actually had something we had to do here, did we not? Let's see here. Was it this guy that was going to be? Yes. July. Here to deliver a message to a man named Bane the Sender. Bane, let's see. We've already kind of done this one, haven't we? Alright, so who else is in here that I can see?
All right.
What? Wait, they have names, though. Tagarin? Okay, I gotta... Hang on, wait.
What's up, Chief?
I gotta talk to this guy. You see a lad who barely looks a day over 18. His face seems to betray some tension. Help you, Cutter? Who are you? I'm looking for a... let's see here. I'm Caleb. I'm a mercy killer. I'm here with Tarner and Ilzadon to catch my first criminal. What can you tell me about the mercy killers? Well, Sorry, I have to get used to saying that now. Believe that justice is the most important thing in existence. I believe that without justice, there is no meaning, and without meaning, we might as well just go off and kill ourselves. I don't want to kill myself, so I decided that justice is the meaning. If you want to know more, you have to ask out one of these other two to find out, or find one of our recruiters. They'll talk your ear off. I might just do that. Answer some questions first for me, will you? No, I think we're good. Let's see. Mr. Killer Patron versus Killer Patron.
All right.
Where is this drunken person? You see a soft-looking man with gentle, far-staring eyes. He dresses in supple leather clothing and carries various implements of use and destruction about his body, such as ropes, spikes, tinderboxes, and empty vials of air. He looks half gone, literally. There's an insubstantiality to his existence, as if his essence has been partially leached away. He focuses those eyes on you, and suddenly you find them gripping and determined. Greetings to you, O Seeker. He carefully sets down the mug he's holding and gives you all his attention. I've seen the far reaches of the multiverse, and returned to tell the tale. I have walked upon the bodies of dead gods, and spun moonbeams on the astral ahead of 1,000 shrieking Githyanki nights. I have passed the edges of existence, and watched my essence shiver away before me. What is it I can do for you? I had some questions? I met a woman named Ingress with very bad teeth. That's a very rude way to put it. She said she had come through a portal from some world that was opened by a tune hummed near two crossed trees. Can you get her home? He pauses briefly, thinking. I know the portal of which you speak, though I have not traveled it these 30 years gone. I will take her home, Seeker. Go tell her to await my arrival, and then meet me back here, and I will tell you if I was successful or not. Thanks, I had some other
Updated my
questions.
journal.
Fucking sweet, so we gotta go talk to Ingress. Who are you? I'm Kendrian Ilborn, traveler, dreamer, tale spinner, and so forth. You are a traveler, tell me of the plains. I am tired, Seeker, so tired. I am fresh back from negation. I will answer what I can for you, but I cannot promise that you will find satisfaction in the answers I give. What would you know? Would you hear of the outer planes, the prime material, or the inner planes? What do you mean fresh back from negation? His eyes cloud over. I went to the inner planes to discover my true essence. I made the mistake of visiting the negative material plane in order to understand my body's urge to decay and the cycle of death in life. I thought myself protected against the ill effects of the plane with my magic, but I was wrong. The blackness of infinite nothingness pressed on my soul, and I was beset by shadows that sought to snuff out my very soul. I lost my way for a time, for an eternity, and nearly lost my existence. I could feel my essence falling away from me, and am even now half gone. Never will I return. How did you survive?
Updated my journal.
Wait, what was that little... Gained item. What did we gain? How did I survive? He smiles tightly. With a piece of nothing that held back the nothing. Nothing can stop nothing. You know, and so I carried nothing in my hand to protect me. Do you plan to journey to the ultimate negation yourself? You will have the smell of desperation about you. And so I make you this gift. Hold it in your hand when the shadows press in, and it should protect you and your friends somewhat, should they remain close to you. He passes you a small black token that looks as if it has no dimensionality to it at all. Thank you, you weirdo.
All right.
Ebb Creek Knees. You see a slight, stooped old man with a full gray beard and a lion's mane of gray hair. He wears a couple of shoulder guards as armor, and he keeps a helmet nearby. He smokes a pipe and carries a pouch of tobacco around his waist. He looks pretty strong, but he's a little plump and also appears to have some sort of breathing trouble. Well now, aren't you a sight, lad? Never have I seen so many scars blanketing a fella. Like a scar cloak you wearing. Where you been, hanging out in the grain thresher? He laughs. Oh, I'm just jesting with you. No offense meant, and I hope no offense taken. I'm Ebb, he extends his hand. Greetings, Ebb. His handshake is firm. Now I hereby tender my apologies for the unfair jesting, lad. Hope no hard feelings. Can I buy you a tankard or two, or something to smooth any ruffled feathers? Why not? That's a spirit, lad. Bide a moment. He raises to his feet and heads to the bar. After a moment, he returns to his seat with a pair of tankards. Here you go, lad. Drink up. He takes a massive swallow of his own tankard, puffs on his pipe, and says, What can old Ebb do for you on this fine single day? I had some questions about this place. Oh, well, I gather that just to look at you. I mean, you don't look like you're from around these parts, lad. You look a little too out of sorts to be a seasoned native. Ebb chuckles, then takes another drink. So, what can I help you with, lad? You need to know the lay of the land? Ebb winks. Who are you? Ebb Creek Knees, third measure of the harmonium. Now retired and being a tout with one's voice since I don't step as lightly as I might these past 2 or 3 decades. He chuckles. Now, lad, who be you, and what trouble might you be in? Third measure of the harmonium? Ebb puffs up slightly in pride. He gets a semi-stern look on his face. Aye, third measure of the harmonium, he relaxes a little. Though I haven't served a tour of duty in many a decade. Pushing a quill wasn't quite up my alley after all the fights and skirmishes I've been in, so I just bide my time keeping tabs on things down here in the hive, and helping out a little where I can. And you look like someone who might need a hand. Are you in some kind of trouble, lad? A few troubles. Eh? Ebb blinks then frowns. What was that you said, lad? That you woke up in the mortuary? Ebb studies you closely. Oh, now, did they mistake you for dead under all them scars, mayhaps? Ebb chuckles. Can't say I would have been any smarter. He puffs his pipe. Them dusties, he catches himself. I mean, them dust men. Dusties being a rude term to refer to them pale-faced fellows, and I don't mean them too much disrespect. They have all the perceptions and friendliness of a gravestone sometimes, eh? Can't say I couldn't see them screwing that up, no lad. That's what I've heard. I had some other questions. Do you know somebody named Farad? Farad, Ebb frowns, takes the pipe from his mouth. Now, lad, what'd you be wanting with a Burke like Farad? Think I used to know him? Think he stole my belongings? Oh, no doubt, lad, no doubt, Ebb grumbles, chewing on his pipe. You have to chain up everything around that grasping little spider. He should have been one of the fated, the way anything not chained up, or chained down slips into his parlor. Don't give him a yard and he'll take a league, eh? What do you know about him? Well, now I don't know everything there is to know about old Farad, but I know some of the dark surrounding him. If you're determined to track down that spider and nail him to a wall, then I suppose I could split some of the chant to you, or spill some of the chant to you, so you know what you're tangling with. He pauses to tamp on his pipe. Farad dug his nest deep into Ragpicker Square not too long ago, got a bunch of collectors and gangs together, and started what one could almost consider a collecting faction. Be that as it may, we already know about Ragpicker Square. Well, we might as well ask him where we can find him. Well, lad, if you're looking for Farad, which I would say is pretty barmy of you, you're a little off the beaten path. You want to be finding Ragpicker Square. Chant is that Farad set up his kips somewhere in the square. Even an old fellow like me, who's been around the ring a few times, don't know exactly where. I figure that Farad wants to keep the dark on his location dark. If you're all bound and determined to find Farad, go to Ragpicker Square and try to dig up Farad's location from some of the locals. Try and be careful about it, since there's plenty in the square that would make a gut harp out of you as soon as look at you. I had some other questions. So we got Sigil and its environs. Let's see. Sigil's time, city's layout. Keys and portals. This is called the City of Doors for a reason, lad. There's portals everywhere. Portals are, well, like doors that lead across the multiverse. Except they don't look like doors. Instead, they can be any bounded space, window, door, pothole, picture frame, barrel hoop, the space inside scaffolding, a wardrobe. Each could be a portal waiting for just the right key to open it and take you someplace in the multiverse. Now, keys, go on. Each portal has a key you need to open it. Now, while portals can be any bounded space, keys have more variety. They can be anything from a little tune you hum when next to a portal, to dancing a jig, to being in the right mood, to having a piece of the place you want to go in your hand, and on and on. In my youth, I once convinced a girl that kissing a man beside it could open a portal to Arcadia. Turned out I was right, and many trips to Arcadia we did have. Many portals probably have never been found. There's some you can uncover just by asking people and getting the right key. Finding out the dark of a portal is the toughest part, but I warn you, lad, portal hopping shouldn't be a pastime for a fella in your way. Nor should you be wandering Sigil after dark, neither. You do best to stick to the main ways and open peak and watch yourself. I had some other questions about Sigil. Sigil's time. The way you measure time in Sigil's by the brightness of the sky. See, we haven't got a sun and moon like most worlds. We just got this everlasting haze that brightens and darkens at regular cycles. What most folks call midnight, we call anti-peak. What they call noon, we call peak. See, it's based on the peak and anti-peak of the brightness. So when someone says something about 5 hours past peak, that's what they mean. I had some other questions for you. What other places can you recommend? Well, Ed puffs on his pipe and studies you. This is perhaps the best kip you could have wandered into from the start. Judging by your tattoos, you might be partial to having designs on your body, in which case, there's a tattoo salon a little spireward from here. You want to stay away from the alley of dangerous angles if you can. Ignis torched that place not long ago, and ever since, a bunch of bad bloods have set up their kip in that stretch of desert. Thank you, buddy.
What's the word,
All right,
Chief?
so... I did wish to speak with those devils. Wait, did I not speak to this guy? See a short, rotund man with a perplexed expression on his face. From the lines of his loose skin, it looks like it's not too uncommon. He carries a flagon of ale that looks like it's in the process of being emptied, rapidly. In between swallows, he speaks in a gentle voice, so quiet that you can barely hear his words. Hello, traveler. My name's Ilquix. Can I be of some assistance to you? Greetings, I would like to ask you some questions. Who are you? I am but a humble man with a slight flowery, poetical bent and a tendency towards the supernatural. I regret that I have none of my supplies here, or I should be most eager to teach you of the ways of power. Perhaps sometime later? Yes, I'd like that. For now, though, I have some other questions. What can you tell me about the patrons of this place? Patrons of this tavern are many and varied. I have spoken with most and find them delightful, with the exception of those creatures of law. He gestures towards the pair of Abishai sitting in the corner. They taint the air with their presence, lending an unwholesome stench to an otherwise pleasant environment. I recommend speaking to Barkis. I understand he requires some aid with a trifling matter. Then we have that O character. I am still trying to understand him fully. It is quite an undertaking, if I say so myself. Those are the folk of interest here. The others, well, perhaps I am too discriminating. Why do you despise creatures of law? Ah, fine question, my friend. My upbringing has been on the chaotic side of the Great Ring. You may speak to Kandrian Ilborn, a misnomer, if ever I have heard one, of the plains. He fancies himself a great planewalker. To return from my digression, I have lived my many years with chaos, and find it pleasantly agreeable. To me, the taint of law, as in those creatures there, is reprehensible and tyrannical. If I am to be crushed underfoot, I'd rather it be by an individual than a machine that knows nothing of emotion. How about neither? Ilquick smiles toothily, his fat cheeks barely moving. To each his own, I say. Do you have more questions? Yes. The Burning Man. Can you tell me anything else about him? That is the last unfortunate who chose to exercise his individual will without the strength to back up his desires. His name is Ignis, and he was a pyromaniac. He burned and didn't burn the right people, and wound up channeling more raw power than he could control. Now, well, you can see what became of him. If you wish to learn more of him, perhaps that poor creature Drusilla can help you. Thanks, buddy. You said something about an O creature?
Done.
Who is that you're talking about? I don't see an O creature. Oh, he did say something about talking to Barkus. See a leather-skinned man with just a hint of ashen color in his face. His teeth seem sharper than normal, and his eyes are filled with the boredom that comes with having seen too much. His voice is nasal and clipped. You again? What do you want this time? You again? What do you mean? Yeah, you again. You got a hearing problem or something? You was in here about 15 years ago, got all bubbed up, smashed up the place, and left a pile of coin that wasn't enough to pay for the damages. So you plucked out your own bleeding eyeball and tells me you'll be back to reclaim it when you got 200 coins together. With 15 years of interest, you got about 500 coins. You got the jink, pal? I got your eye. 500? 500, that's ridiculous. Pause for a moment, considering. That it is. Tell you what, give me 300 and the eye's yours. Fair deal. Here's the money. I kind of want my eyeball back. It's a deal. He produces a darkened, wax-stoppered, wide-mouthed bottle from his pocket. You hear the sound of liquid sloshing around inside it, along with a heavier, squishier noise. Opening it, the stench of some sort of preservative agent nearly makes you gag. Floating in the viscid muck is an eyeball. You'd later figure out what you want to do with that. Now you've exposed it to the air, you might as well put the pickled egg in the jar for all the good it'll do you. Make up your mind, Cutter. Pickled egg or not? Oh my god. Oh! Oh no! With a moment's hesitation, you reach into your socket and pop your eye into the palm of your hand. The bartender helpfully severs the optic nerve and directs your hand to the jar of goo that sits in the bar. You deposit your eye in the preservative, wrap your fingers around the old one, and slide it into your empty socket. The pain of this entire operation is incredible. After a moment, though, you can feel the optic nerve reattaching itself to this new eye, and suddenly you are hit with a flash of memory. Absorb it. Memory flash, a vast expanse of chaotic, ever-changing wasteland stretching before you. A group of humanoid vultures plummeting towards you. Cruel weapons ready to strike, and your own shining blade clutched tight in your fist. That sounds like, oh shit, what are those demons called? Oh my god, I can't remember. I'll probably remember later. Memory flash. 3 toughs surround you in the colors of an enemy you can't quite place. Long daggers glisten in their hands, and the light glints cruelly from their exposed teeth. You glance at your scarred hands and know that soon they'll be covered in blood. Memory flash. An enormous frog-like creature comes bounding over through under chaos stuff, headed for you with a mouth full of teeth. You hurl your javelin through the shifting matter and pin the creature to a sudden stone plinth. You have recalled some of your lost fighting skills. Oh? Ask more questions of Barkus. Proficiency points increase permanently? Right up, Lee. I got paying customers. We tell me the patrons. I don't make it a point to interfere with the lives of the people who give me their hard-earned jink unless they ask me to. So, over there is Kandrian, Planewalker. He's a good one to talk to about any planewalking questions you might have. He's been pretty much everywhere. Down there is Ebb Creek Knees, an old harmonium basher. Don't hold that against him. And a tout. He's got a good heart in him, and he knows Sigil up and down. Them fiends over there are Aethelgrin and Tegarin. Word of advice, don't deal with them. They might be low rankers in the fiend hierarchy, but they're still fiends. Then you got Ilquix over there, not trustworthy, and some mercy killers looking for some poor sod. Dakon the Gezerai is a mystery to me. Don't know much about him. He don't talk much. Finally, you interested in earning some free bub? Yes. There's a bubber over against the far wall hanging about in the shadows, who's been trying to work up her courage to slip out without covering her tab. I want you to make sure she don't do that. You do it, you got free bub here for life. I'll do it, I'll let you know when I'm done.
All right.
Now, wait a minute. You said don't deal with the fiends, but like... I mean... I kind of want to. Oh, I gotta talk to the Gezerai. That was the other person I was gonna do. Hey. Now, what do you want? Barkus says it's time for you to sell your tab. Pay up. She jumps a little, and her nervous tension becomes full-fledged anxiety. What are you gonna do? Ask you to pay up? Now? I can't afford it. Can you spot me just 10%? I'll, give it to him, and he knows I'll pay the rest. How much do you need? I think I need about 100 coins to get started on the debt. What? Oh, I am not poisoning her drink. Are you serious? I'll lend you the money. Here, take it and go pay up now. Let's see. God damn it. She pockets your drink, glances briefly toward the door, almost as if she's weighing her chances of dashing out, sighs heavily as she realizes there's no chance, and begins to walk glumly towards the bar. My thanks, I suppose. Don't mention it, and don't even think about heading for the door until you've paid up. Hey, Barkus. I told her to pay up, dude. Back again? Let's see, you want to go from Mokai. Yay, experience! Then, friend, you have full bar privileges for free. Anything you want, anytime. Thanks, buddy. Alright, let's go talk to this Dakon dude. Don't mercy killer. The man before you is old. His dry yellow skin has the scars of one who has traveled everywhere and never rested long in any one place. His pinched face is inhumanly angular, and his ears sweep out from his skull, tapering to points. He wears a loose-fitting orange tunic, and a strange shimmering blade is strapped across his back. The blade looks to be a two-pronged glaive, made of some metal whose surface swirls like a film of oil in a pond. Greetings. The man turns to you, his eyes like polished coal. He stares... my God. Okay. He stares through you, and for a moment you wonder if he might be blind. The weapon suddenly turns a dead, flat black, mirroring the man's eyes. Are you alright?
Hail, traveler.
He says nothing for a moment, merely searches your face with his eyes. Hail, traveler. His voice is quiet and somber, like a wind whispering through the branches of a great tree. Hail?
Your eyes have the weight of one who has traveled far to be in this place.
The man meets your gaze, his eyes burrowing into yours. His weapon drains of its black color, resuming its shimmering you noticed before you spoke to him. You could say that. The man's gaze does not waver from yours. I am known as Dakon. The emphasis he places on the word known strikes you as odd, yet familiar at the same time. You are not known to me. I do not know myself. That is for the best. In knowing yourself, there would be little in the plains left worth knowing. He falls silent for a moment. still studying you with its coal black eyes. I would know why you have come to this city. I'm looking for answers. I have many questions. Speak your questions. I will hear. Your features are unfamiliar to you. Can you, let's see. Do you know where I have my, Location of such a thing is not known to me. Other questions. What are you? A Githzerai. Oh, crap. Damn it, I meant to ask him more about the Githzerai. A Githzerai is one of the people. One of the people? A Githzerai. Yes, but what are the Githzerai exactly? Dekhan is silent for a moment, then speaks. Our history does not need to be made known to you. We would bleed to death on Time's blade before I recite a fraction of the histories of our people. That I would know of your people as they are now. Dekhan is silent for a moment. Know this and accept it as an answer. We are the people who make our home upon the shifting plane of limbo. With a deft motion, Dekhan slips the blade from his back and holds it before him. Wait, see what happens. There we mold the matter of limbo with our minds. We forge cities with our thought. As you watch, a series of rippling waves of metal begin to roll forth from the center of the blade. The pitch and crest of the waves match the inflections in Dekhan's voice. In its chaos we dwell, with only our knowing to preserve us. We are Githzerai. What is that blade you have? It moved, shifted in response to your voice. It is a Karak blade. It is an object that lets others know the rank of the wielder. What does that mean? Dekhan falls silent for a moment, as if searching for the correct words. In your tongue, the closest translation is chaos matter. The people may shape it with their thoughts. Karak is not shaped by heat, but by knowing oneself. It is a mirror that reflects the will of the wielder on its surface, and on its edge. When one knows themselves, the blade is strong, harder and stronger than steel. When one does not know themselves, the blade is as water, formless and weak. What rank does the blade signify? The blade is a symbol carried by the Zerth. A Zerth is one who knows the words of Zerthamon. In knowing the words of Zerthamon, they know themselves. Zerthamon? Zerthamon founded our race. He knew the Githzerai before they knew themselves. He defined the people. He gave them one mind. Can you tell me about the city? It is known by the name Sigil among the people. It is known as the city that does not know itself. It doesn't know itself? What do you mean? The city exists, but it does not know itself. In not knowing itself, its existence is flawed. How is it flawed? The city exists in opposition to itself. It has set itself apart from the planes, yet it seeks to be everywhere at once. Its walls are doors, yet it keeps these doors locked. Since an existence tells of a thing that does not know itself, in not knowing itself, it is flawed. When you say the city is everywhere at once, what do you mean? I think we already pretty much know that. What if the city is not flawed? A thing does not need to be ordered to have a purpose, to know itself. What if these contradictions are strengths that you cannot see? To your question, a question. What if the city is flawed and you see its contradictions all around you? To your question, a question. You claim the city's existence is flawed. You've accepted this rather than explore the possibility that something greater may exist. That suggests you are flawed and that you do not search for knowledge, but only for the convenient answer. Dekhan falls silent. There is no knowing the answer to the questions we have asked, yet the city exists, that is all. Yet I would maintain that we know ourselves by the questions we ask and the ones we do not, if we cease asking questions and accept only what we can perceive. Ooh, we got experience! Then we would cease to know ourselves. Dekhan's voice has changed slightly, becoming heavier. Such words have been spoken before. I have heard them and know them. Where have you heard them? These words are mine. Once I knew them and knew their meaning. I had forgotten them until you spoke. Dekhan's gaze travels through you, and his blade stops shimmering, bleeding of all color until it is translucent. There's a moment of silence, then Dekhan looks up at you. I would travel your path with you. Oh, we got another party member. Sweet. I'll consider it. Yes.
Your path is mine.
Strangely enough, his voice seems distant, and it echoes as if he was speaking from across a great distance. Very well, let's go. Fuck yeah, dude! Now, I know we can talk to people, right? How does one do this? I forget.
Endure. In enduring,
Let's see what spells he has. Reign of Anger. Submerge the will. Power of 1. What do these do here? Zerthamon's teachings allow the channeling of anger into streams of unuttering missiles that quickly strike those that oppose you. The spell summons a magic missile that strikes the target unerringly for 3 to 6 points of damage, with no saving throw possible. In addition, the caster gains 1 extra missile every... Okay, so it's magic missile. Alright. Submerge the will. Let's see... When cast, a magic orb of protective energy arises and protects the recipient from attacks from all directions. It bestows an AC 2 against all attacks and +1 to all saving throws for 12 seconds per level of the caster. It's like a weird version of mage armor? Power of 1. Let's see. From the Gith, the warrior queen, came the knowing of oneself, and from the knowing came immense power. This spell increases the target's strength score by a certain number of points, or tenths of points above 18, which will still be qualified by race class restrictions. The spell cannot bestow a strength of 21 or greater. The bonus is as follows. Really? You don't have any special abilities, huh? What you got in your bag? Unbroken Circle of Zerthamon. Small round stone is the Unbroken Circle of Zerthamon. The Unbroken Circle is a Zerth religious text containing teachings of Zerthamon, the founder of the Githzerai people. The circle is made up of a series of interlocking circles that fold out from one another, depending on which branch the reader wishes to follow in the path of teachings. It is said that some Zerths spend years poring over combinations of the plates, looking for new significance in the teachings. Dakon seems to use the text as a means of focusing his spellcasting abilities, for he pores over the tablet occasionally, memorizing the words. Use the small round. Let's see. Leave the stone alone. All right. Oh, here it is. Dialogue with you.
What is your will?
Dakon turns to you, his eyes like polished coal, his blades mirrors, his eyes for a moment as you address him. Then he nods. What is your will? There are things I would know, Dakon. I will hear you. I would ask you about your travels. Dakon waits. What can you tell me about the city of Sigil? What can you tell me about Farad? Okay, well, I guess he doesn't really have anything he wants to say to us. So you're going to go pay your tab. Wonderful. Let's get the hell out of here. Well, I would love to go and not harass, but, you know, talk to those... Who's angry? Oh, it's you.
I'm gone.
Drunk. Let's see. Any of you got... Oh my god, get out of here, you! Harlot. Man? Oh, poop. Alright, Mort, you go pick that up, please.
All right.
There was somebody I had to talk to out here, wasn't there? Let's see. Okay. July. Outside the street outside the Smoldering Corpse bar, barking wilder. My god, there's so many people. Let's see. Thugs, please leave me alone. I have no desire to mess with you. What is? Painted door to tenement of thugs. Bell's tattoo parlor. My understanding is that tattoos can be used to give you some goodies. No, go talk to this man, please. You see a thin man with stained clothes, a hooked nose, and 2 stubby horns jutting from his forehead. He is stumbling about and muttering to himself. He stinks of brine, vomit, and cheap wine. Are you Jaleel? If so, Craddock needs you back at the marketplace. Craddock? The man's eyes widen. Ah, Craddock! Genra's boss. Well, you can tell him this. He can pike off, and that he's a filthy dog, a cur of the lowest sort, and July's not working for him anymore. He jabs you with a finger. You tell him that. I'll tell him that from a distance. See ya. You're probably gonna die. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be very happy about that. But we got some stuff. Wait. Do we have anything else we had to do here? Let's see. Let's see here. Chaos Man called the Starved Dogs Barking. She asked me to kill the 3. Oh, fuck. We saw them, didn't we? Yes, we did. I believe they were over this away. Ah, ball sacks. It's not my fault they started it. Oh my god. Okay, I need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah?
Okay, use your tauntiness.
Good as done.
No, don't move. Just like bite them with your teeth face.
I hear your word. That cannot be 2 skies.
Huh?
Hey, taunt this man. Get him to come to you. Yes.
Begging to be kicked.
Done.
God, man, Mort is so hard to hit. Mort,
What?
please also taunt this man that is running.
You dog's body.
What is this guy doing? And then also taunt this man.
Even 50 swigs of brandy wouldn't make you look good.
What are you doing?
Did you see that?
I'm gone.
My god. Well, I guess all those dudes are dead. Oh, we don't need rusty daggers. Give me the jink, though. Wait, you can't pick up the clutch arm? Are you serious? Why no? Do I have too much garbage in my bag? I do have too much garbage in my bag. Alright, what if we did like that? Yeah, that's it. Okay. What is this? Alright, well, I don't think let's ignore the tattoo parlor for now. We've just killed a bunch of dudes. Let's get the hell out of here. And, let's go turn in some of our questy poos. What? No, I don't want to attack people. I want to move. So I wonder, is there, let's see, world map. Oh my lord. Where are we right now? Shit. Let's see here. Okay, so that's near the Dustman Memorial, so I got a ways to go. Okay. Ooh. Now we gotta go to... What's his face? Right, where the hell was this guy? Was it over here? No, that was the... Where's this dude that needed help? Laborer, Reekwind. No, not Reekwind. Craddock. Oh, right, that's the garbage dagger. You see Craddock, his scowl has deepened since you first saw him. It looks like it's about to crack his face in two. I found Jaleel. July. Is that right? Craddock glances around. Where is he, then? Truth. He said pike off that you were a cur of the lowest sort, and that he wasn't going to work for you any longer.
Updated my journal.
Craddock's face turns to a bright red, and his face cracks into a snarl. Damned be his name. May all the evils of the plains hound his footsteps. A blistering stream of insults, threats, and speculation about July's family roots issues from Craddock's mouth.
New taunts, all right.
Ooh! Mort clicks his teeth together as Craddock builds up steam. You can almost hear him taking notes inside his skull. Craddock finishes his tirade with a grunt. Damn that July. You know, I could fill in for him if you need help. Craddock studies you for a moment. Yeah? Ha! You couldn't. You suddenly fall silent. Well, mayhap you can. It's hard work, and there's no drinking on my watch. Understood. Let's get started. The work is long, but at the end of the shift, you are not the least bit tired. Craddock grunts as you return. You did well enough. Here's your pay. He tosses you a handful of coins. Now get. We've no more use for you. Very well then. I kind of want to rest. But I don't quite remember where we would do that. Oh, we could probably ask this guy to tell us the story again. Yeah, let's go ask this guy to tell us the story again. Wait a minute, can I...
hear you.
There's a spell book, right? Yeah. Scripture of Steel. +1 to hit and +1 to saving throws for all creatures that are friendly to the caster within 70-foot radius. Holy fuck! Vilkir's Eye. If target creature fails its saving throw at a -1 penalty, the creature will be struck with blindness and suffer a -4 penalty to attack. Oh my god. Wait, you have multiple spells. I saw. Wait, hang on a second. You have level 2 spells? You have level 2 spells. Ooh. So that's the AC. I mean, Reign of Anger is pretty good, I guess. We also needed to go through this door. Yes, let us rest. Wonderful. See you, buddy.
Done.
Door's locked. Okay, I'm not gonna... No, we're not doing that. Alright, let's go sell our crap.
All right.
I have been warned about running around here at night, but Alright, Mr. Jewelry Man. Let's see, I'll sell this. I'll sell this. This. Sell that. Alright. Mort, did you have any of the jewelry? Yes, you did. I don't believe you did, though. What is a Whispering Flask? This container... Ooh. Holds a peculiar powder called Whispering Motes. Loose translation of the Gith expression. A form of healing powder commonly used by the Gith Zerai on the plane of Limbo. When the stopper is pulled and the spice touched to the skin of a wounded person, the spice travels through the injured person's body, generating raw matter to fill up the holes in his physical form, no matter how small or large. In order for the spice to work, the user must concentrate on its healing effects. With the proper discipline, a practiced Githzerai can heal the greatest of wounds. In addition to its curative properties, it is also the element in several of the rites of passage. It is believed that the spice also fills in the holes in the person's psyche, removing doubts and giving them focus and purpose. Interesting. All right,
I'm gone.
let us go. Where did we come from? Was it up here? I think it's up here. Crazy Dabbus? Wait, what time is it? Oh, good, we still got time.
I'm gone.
Weirdos killing stuff. Wait, Mar. Did we talk to you? Your first impression of Mar is that he needs a long bath, preferably away from any creature that has any sense of smell. You can almost see the stench waft from his body in sinister yellow tendrils. He motions towards you frantically in an effort to get you to come over and talk to him. Approach this person and hear what he has to say. A look of excitement crosses his face as you approach. Thank you for stopping. My name is Mar, and I've a favor to ask you. I'm listening. 'Tis a matter of life and death. I must be delivering this here box, or it'd be me head for sure. 'Tis me bad luck that I twisted me legs something fierce. So will you help me out by delivering this here box for me? I'll deliver the box for you. Mar slowly takes out a small box from within the recesses of his ragged clothing. For the briefest of moments, you see a look of regret cross his face. Then it is gone, as he looks at you and hands you the box. A slight shimmer surrounds the box as both you and Mar touch it. A sigh of relief is heard as Mar releases the box into your care. What now? This bead needing to be delivered to Kuatra. He can usually be found somewhere down the southwest section of the hive. Oh, and lest you try to say I didn't warn you, whatever happens, don't open the box, and don't leave the hive with the box, and I'll be off with you. I'm back when I deliver the box.
My journal.
What? This man has run. He's gone. Where's the box? This box appears to be a small wooden box, intricate designs etched in gold adorn the box. At one time, this box would have been worthy enough to be displayed in any aristocrat's estate. However, years of neglect have taken their toll, and it appears to be falling apart. If not for the large ruby mounted in the front of the box, it would be worthless. Feelings of dread. Oh, hang on a second. I have to fuck with the box. I have to.
I got a good place for you to stay. Come inside. You live long.
See a well-crafted ornate box with a large red gem mounted in the face of the box. Feelings of dread seem to emanate from it. I have to open it.
Get a room and a girl, Cutter.
What happened? Oh, Christ. This is a fairly large ruby recovered from Morador's box. Gems of this quality are valued by practitioners of the art as a component for various spells.
Hey, you. Hey, Cutter.
So...
And get more.
Oh, for Christ's sake, would you leave Dakon alone? Get out of here, you moron. Yeah, if you're trying to run, get ruined. What did Dakon do to you? He was just standing there, dude.
Is your will?
Well,
I'm gone.
I mean, the dude said don't open it, but like...
Down and rest it off.
I don't know if... shit. What? Hey! Oh, good, it's still in box form.
gone.
Wonderful. Let's get the hell out of here. Where's the Dustman Memorial? This is not the place, is it?
You want to think it's gonna cost you, Cutter?
Flophouse. Okay, that's right. Brick Square. We don't care about that right now.
This is probably the worst place we can be in Sigil at the worst time.
Well, good thing we're getting the hell out of here then.
I'm
All
gone.
right. Back in the hive. Don't mess with me, thugs. I'll make you very sad. Death of name. Okay. Sevtai. Right, you're the one? Found the starved dogs barking and penned 3 of them in the dead book.
Updated my journal.
The powers be not blind in their justice this day. The woman reaches into her spider-like hair and draws forth a copper earring. Here you are. A pretty bit it should fetch. 'Tis worth 33 coppers at least, I'm sure. It belonged to one of me sisters, but she won't be needing it anymore. Very well, Sevtai. Didn't we also have something else that we had actually finished? Oh no, we gotta do this though. I forget, are you the guy that scribes all the shit in here? See Quentin, he's still studying the rock as if he could topple it. No, that's not the guy we want. Death of names, maybe?
Gone.
Greetings. Like to bury your name?
Updated my
Essanon.
journal.
Coppers fall into Death's Name's hands, and he tucks his arm back into his side. His eyes, now suddenly alive, roll to the back of his head, then snap forward and begin scanning the monolith and the walls of the memorial. Wait. He catches sight of a spot on the wall, and he quickly scuttles over to it, hunches down, then begins to chip at the wall. He stops a few moments later, hops up, then returns to you. Buried. The word has a finality about it that makes you uncomfortable. Farewell. Alright, now we need to talk to that woman that was running around like a crazy person. Not a Dabus. Nope, not a frightened hive dweller. Where the hell is she? Ingress, I think is... Oh, fuck's sake. Kill these buttholes.
What's up? You blathering idiot. Imbecile.
Murder this man. Make him very dead. Thank you.
I'm gone.
Oh, actually, don't really want that, but yeah, put that down. Okay, Ingress. I need to speak with you and tell you that dude is going to come and take you out of here. You see Ingress, she's huddled inside her cloak of dirty rags, her teeth chattering. She's glancing furtively about her, as if expecting to be attacked at any moment. Greetings, Ingress. You! She squints at you. What is it you want of me? You want me to leave? Not leaving the city, so I'm not. I can't. Try it. It's not the city. It's not a city. It's a prison. It's everywhere. Ingress, I found someone who can take you back to your home plane. Ingress falls silent. I want to go. I want to leave this place. His name is Kandrian. He should be along shortly to help you. Trust him, all right? Ingress says nothing, merely nods quietly, her teeth chattering inside her mouth. I'll go back to and meet Kandrian at the smoldering corpse bar and make sure everything turned out all right. Be strong, Ingress.
Updated my journal.
Okay, I think that's all the stuff we had to do here. So let's go back and avoid all these thugs, who are once again attempting to murder us, because they're buttholes.
All right.
Avoid the thugs once more, because, again, they're dicks.
Come on, Cutter, come on in here. You want to sleep outside? It's cold out here. Come inside. We got a warm bed.
Let's see here.
I'm gone.
We needed to go... Fuck, where the hell do we have to go? Where did we have to go? We had to go to the Smoldering Corpse, which is this guy. No, that's the government building. Smoldering Corpse. Over this way, maybe? Right? Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Dakon, are you coming, buddy?
Let's go.
I'm gone.
Alrighty. Get inside, please. All right. Kandrian stands as you approach him. The tooth woman wanted you to have these, he says, holding out his hand. She wanted to express her thanks, even out the balance book, as it were, and be done with the damned things. In the palm of his hand are Ingress's dancing teeth, and he smoothly deposits them in your hand. Enjoy them, Seeker.
Updated my journal.
See ya. Teeth? It's a handful of Ingress's living teeth. Apparently, they didn't want to go with her back through the portal to her home plane. They rattle amongst themselves whenever they're held close together. They remind you of a bunch of creepy ivory hopping bugs. To change the teeth to a different type, select Use. Teeth may gain new options and abilities as Mort goes up. Oh, you can put it in Mort! You examine Ingress's teeth. You can shake their... you can't shake their resemblance to ivory bugs. You get the feeling that they are looking at you expectantly, awaiting your command. I want you to do piercing damage. Teeth elongate into sharp fangs. That's actually pretty freaking cool, dude. Give those to Mort. Mort, equip those teeth, my friend. Crushing damage. Yeah.
All right.
Super neato. Okay, so let's see. What other stuff do we have to do? Southeast section of the hive. Wait, I agreed to... Oh, shit, I gotta talk to Bane. God damn it. Of course I read to do something. Of course I did.
All right.
But at least it's not gonna take very long. We can just bypass all these godforsaken thugs. I want to talk to this, like, weird horse goat man. He's not a centaur.
Done.
Dabus, Dabus. I really like the Dabus. I don't know why. They're very interesting, I think. Dakon, are you... Oh, okay, you're a little slow. Probably... Wait, are you wearing armor? Is that why? Ah! Dude, get out of here, you freaking jerks. Oh my god, there are so many buttholes.
I'm gone.
Alright. Guy's name was... What was it again? Bane the Sender. I don't know if we actually... Well, I'll have to keep looking. Let's see. Bane. Bane the Sender. There he is. Yes, I passed along your message, although it didn't seem to please him any.
Updated my journal.
Bane doesn't seem to have heard any word after yes, for he smiles and heaves a sigh of relief. Good fortune indeed. Thank you, good sir, thank you. He reaches into his robe and pulls forth a handful of coppers, which he counts out, then hands you. 45 commons for delivering a message, eh? Fair enough? Oh, more than fair, good sir. More than fair. I can say without hesitation that there is no finer profession in all Sigil than that of a runner for the House of Senders. I'll keep that in mind. Farewell, Bane. Well, let's see what else. Oh, shit. Okay, well, let's go back and get this necklace then. Wait, how much do we need to level here? Not that much. A little bit less than 10,000? Oh, for crap's sake.
Damn.
I love how this devil is just sitting here like, yep, you're
I'm
fighting.
gone.
Of course, he's a devil, so he's probably super happy about that. Well, then again, probably more just happy to see people suffering. Devils are, well, I mean, as one can imagine, they're horrible. So let's see. We need to go to a burning bar and talk to those dudes that were in red. And try to get that necklace back.
Come on, let me think.
Alright. Where are you? You guys? Hive thugs. Yep, it's gotta be you guys. Hang on a second. Leave thugs alone. First, quick save. Then, harass the thugs. This small, wiry thug is swathed in rags, dyed red and black. He glances at you as you approach. Greetings. The man does not speak. He only glares at you. It doesn't look like he is the leader of this small band. Farewell, then. How about you? You look like a leadery type. This heavy-set thug is swathed in rags, dyed red and black. He looks like he is made almost purely of muscle. He glowers at you as you approach. Greetings. How can I help you then, Governor? The man's face breaks into a sneer. Looks time he needs a healer. You one of the ones that robbed a monk in the hive, took his prayer beads? Let's see, what's in your fate? I have some questions for you. Bar that, no time answering, Governor. He spits at your feet. Now pike off, you clueless sod. You ones that stole the necklace? Some sod with lines scrawled all over his face. Claimed he could have put us all in the dead book, yet lets us bob him blind. The man gives a slow, toothless smile. Never even heard of such a sod, I haven't. Maybe you'd better give me back the necklace before I put you in the dead book. Let's see, perhaps we can come to an agreement. The necklace is of no value to anyone not of his order. Perhaps I could buy it from you. I would like to do this without fighting, but if he's like, you gotta pay a bazillion jink for this, then no way. The man frowns. No, I'm attached to it, I am. Can't let it go, except for a hefty bit of coin, say 15 copper? How about 10? Yeah, well, alright, it's an ugly thing anyway, here you go. Thanks.
All right.
I mean, some could say the guy should have died, but, like,
I'm gone.
he's a petty thief. He's probably going to do it to somebody else, but I don't know. Is it my place to lay down the law? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Who is this? This is a new person. Is it not? Giscorl? See a spindly-looking merchant with a brush of gray and red stubble across his chin. He wears several layers of brightly colored robes, so much so that he looks like a flag with arms and legs. He's shaking slightly as you watch. Greetings. Aye, Giscorl, he bows and spreads his trembling hands. As he does, you notice his hands and forearms are a twisted mass of black scar tissue, as if they were once badly burned. What are you selling? Excuse me. Giscorl by cloth. Giscorl's voice ticks like a clock, flat and measured. Giscorl so cloth, wash cloth, mend cloth, and he gestures at his layers of clothing with his shaking hands. Wear cloth. Can I see what you have? How did you hurt your hands? Giscorl doesn't seem to have heard you. He answers only with his spiel delivered in the same flat monotone. Giscorl by cloth. Okay. I don't really want to buy anything from you. I'm sorry, buddy. Man, there are a lot of devils around here. Well, the Abishai, anyway. Or Abashi? Abishai? I'm not really sure. Hang on. Mort, make this man come to you, please.
The rock sings true.
I'm gone.
Ah! I want
right.
this. Thank you. Oh, for crap's sake. Mort.
Huh?
No, not Mort.
And do
You.
your will be done.
Get this.
What are you afraid of? My girls will make you feel like a man.
I'm gone.
God, all the yelling that's going on in this place. Everybody trying to sell their wares, I guess.
I'm gone.
Where was the man with all this stuff on his face? What the hell is his name? Porphyron. Porphyron, where are you? Baylor, Harlot, Anger.
This is probably the worst place we can be in Sigil at the worst time.
Oh, I don't know about that, Mort. Where is Porphyron? Was he in a different place and I just, like, totally missed him? No, come on. Quentin. Was Porphyron in a different section of town? Does the map tell me? Wait, was he in the... Oh, he might have been in the Gathering Dust Bar. The Post. I still love that. It just... It's so ridiculous that that's the name of the zombie. Porphyron?
All right.
No. Where the hell is Porphyron? Huh. Alright, well, shit. I thought maybe it'd be in the Gathering Dust Bar, but I suppose not. It's over here somewhere. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go look for him somewhere else. This is not right. Okay. Dark Alley Shift. Greetings, stranger. Looks like you're in Dark Alley Shift territory now. Looks like you've got a purse that could use some lightning. You better pray it's got enough. We're gonna run.
I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm not going to mess with you guys right now. I have further
I'm
west.
gone.
Sorry, well, okay. So we need to go up this way. And thank you, Teleport. Oh, for crap's sake. These thugs just do not know when to stop. Nope, Mort, get him.
Prime scum.
Give him the business.
Damn it. What's up, Chief? Flies wouldn't even rest on your carcass.
I'm gone.
God, I need to sell some trash for real.
I hear your will be done.
Ooh, rat charms.
All right.
Okay, get me the hell out of here.
I'm gone.
Oh my god, please. If you're on. Let me talk to you. Thank you. You see Porphyron. He is still standing grimly on the street, paying no heed to any passerby. The web of lines on his face are staggered into a series of right angles. This one addresses you, Porphyron. As you speak, the angles of Porphyron's face relax into a series of strange curves. This one would ask, do you have the necklace rope of beads that was stolen? I think so. Is this it?
Updated my journal.
This one sees what you hold. Those are the beads once missing. He takes them from you. You notice his hands have the same tracery of lines upon them as his face. This one has a question. How did you get the beads from the three? I purchased them. This one would know. One who fights with coin carries a name in the order of the Eritage. Porphyron's face breaks into angles again. Those ones are called merchants. It is a path without discipline and without honor. If you were a true warrior, you would learn to use every weapon. Well, I suppose that works. This one bestows apologies. This one meant no offense. The angles on Porphyron's face sharpen acutely, then slowly curve into ripples. This one bestows several welcome thanks for your service, yes? You're welcome, I think. I have a question for you, though. If you cannot enter combat, how did you get your warrior training? This one clarifies. The Eritage may train with one when there is no anger between them. I see. Could you teach me how to use those weapons? This one could instruct you, yes. But this one warns you, with knowledge of violence comes temptation to use it. I should hope so? This one speaks. Is it your will to leave behind your previous profession? The path of the warrior cannot be walked with an unfocused mind. I have no profession other than fighting at this moment. I would walk the path of the warrior. This one will instruct. The lines on his face fold into triangles. These things comprise the angles of your training. Focus, experience, proficiency. Can you explain?
Updated my journal.
This one will speak of focus first. For teaching to take root, you must have focus. You must be committed to the path of the warrior. The warrior is a profession, no other. Understood. I can only be a fighter class if I want to learn about weapons. What is the next angle of training?
Updated my journal.
This one will speak of experience second. True knowledge of combat comes only with experience. There is a limit to how much weapon instruction one may absorb. When you reach new level in Art of Warrior, it may be you are ready for new instruction. There's a limit to how much... you know what? I'll come back when I'm ready for other instruction, because I'm not sure if I actually want to be a fighter, and I don't know if I can actually replace that with anything when the time comes, you know? God damn it.
What's the word, Chief?
Mort, taunt these scumbags.
I will hear you. Karok rings true.
What's up? Hi, Dad.
Get over here, you scum. Alright, Mort. Give this guy the business again.
These stinkers. Did you see that?
I'm gone.
Alright, Dakon.
In all things, I
Can you pick up some stuff for me, pal? I get the feeling I'm probably just gonna have to sell a bunch of this crap later. Was there
gone.
something else we were gonna do?
Come on in here. You want to sleep outside? It's cold out here. Come come on inside. We got a warm bed.
I want to say that... Oh, God, there was somebody else that we had to talk to about something.
Done.
Was it in the bar? I swear there was somebody else we had to talk to about something. Oh, you! The Criers! Yes! She, the Crier of Essanon. He still emits choked sobs as he chants the dead city's name, and tears roll down his cheeks. I've seen to it that Essanon's name has been remembered. It lies carved upon a black stone monument outside the mortuary.
Updated my journal.
Suddenly there was a brief whisper in the air, and the man's eyes dry. One of the tears that ran on his cheek simply vanishes. Then Essanon is served. I will tell my fellow criers of the stone you have described. You have my gratitude. It did cost me some copper to see that the name of the city was carved upon the stone. Do you think you could spare some to repay me? No, I'm not going to ask that. It was nothing. Farewell. I hope you and your brothers spend the rest of your days peacefully. Dude.
Done.
So good. So very good. Alright, let's get in here. I think we're going to call it for the evening. Yeah, I think we're going to call it for the evening. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some Hollow Knight. And then next week, I guess we'll be doing some more Planescape and Hollow Knight. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the stream. I will catch you all later. Have a good night. Praise the sun. And we will see you later. Bye-bye, everybody.